McDonald. Eyes the bucket. Howitzer misses his mark. Rupert rebound. Amick on the dribble. Looks. Off the rim. May, and there's Rupert, no good. There is Ted Drives, number 50 with the bucket. Streaks over the 1-2-2 press, knocked away. Double team in the corner. There we go. Wide open. Amick, leaping Amick. A scramble underneath the bucket, and we have a jump ball. Always just joined us. In the second half, he was having a little pop, talking to his only friend. Who was that, Howie?
He's talking to the officials.
Trying to bait him.
No, I don't do that.
Yes, you do.
Hi, here comes David. Taking the ball down the court. Cross timeline over to Amick. Amick looks around, makes a little fake inside. Ted gets the ball. Top of the free throw line. Shot no good. Falls rebound. Doesn't get it. Amick gets it. Off the glass and down. Nice rebound by Amick.
In fact, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have John and Jacqueline Amick, Jackie Amick, as our interviewees after the game.
Okay, there's an example, Phil, of where a player gets caught behind the basket there and really no place to go. Tried to pass it in to one of his teammates, but was intercepted. Here's Joel with the ball. I don't know what happened there. Hustles back down to defense, though. Nice play by Lampa. 57-34. Comes McDonald across the timeline. Over to LeCole. LeCole into Kreis. Kreis looks around, takes it in, 15-foot jump shot, no good.
The Streaks have no movement on offense. They're just coming down and taking a shot.
Oh, I think Ted is going to pick up a foul here. Trying to make a steal on that pass.
I'd like to thank Sean Bober, our cameraman. Sean, if you have a chance someday, take a look at that patch, the American flag on their uniforms, if you can.
That's 3 fouls on Ted. Here's the ball taken in to number 42. Lampa tries a long shot, no good. Ends up with his own rebound. Nice pass underneath. A little fake in there. And number 34, Zobitz, puts it down. 57-36 with 5:46 left.
Ted was handcuffed. He didn't want to pick up his 4th foul. He played it really cool.
There's Amick passing into LeCole, puts up a 3-pointer. It's down.
I'll tell you, that guy, he's only a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen. Only a sophomore. And he's got the howitzer down.
There's a nice steal by Rupert. Tipped over to LeCole. Another pass to McDonald. A pass back to Rupert, goes to put the ball up, and I think Rupert got fouled.
I'll tell you, we're going to have to get some clamps for Mike Rupert's hands. He got slapped away. Put some super glue on those.
Rupes will go to the line, shooting 2. Misses the first one. Second one is down. 61-36 with 5:20 left in the third quarter. Here comes Tower-Soudan. Chisholm playing about a 3/4 court, 1-2-1-1 zone press. Ball gets into the middle. Back down underneath, loses the ball. And we got a foul on Rupes before the shot.
Or during the shot.
Rupes looks a little disgusted. I don't know whether it's with himself or with the call, but second team foul for Mike and second team foul for the Streaks.
Score is 61-36, 5:07 remaining in the third period.
Zobitz puts up his first one, no good. Remains 61-36. Second one is no good. Rupes breaks off the board. Over to Amick. Amick down to LeCole. LeCole into Kreis. Kreis to McDonald. McDonald, a little hitch fake up off the glass. No good, but he's fouled in the process, which I think will put him to the free throw line for a couple of shots.
Goal neighbors number 34. Paul Rodas, that's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Oh.
The game for the Golden Eagles, number 54, Mike Herring.
And Joel misses the second one, but Ted picks up the rebound, dribbles around, baseline, puts it up off the glass. Nice job by Ted. Now it looks like Chisholm's in the 2-2-1 zone press. They get the ball back underneath though, and they end up with an easy shot, 64-38.
Brian Thompson's going to be entering the game. I'm sure it's going to be for Mike Rupert. A gliding drive by Joel McDonald.
Beautiful. Little pump fake on there, gliding through the air, and it's down.
I'll tell you, if he had wings, he'd take off. That's how smooth his takeoff was.
Here comes Thompson in for Rupert. Brian, a 6'4" sophomore. He's got the makings of a real good ball player.
Someone back there is sleeping.
Yep. Someone's, two things have to happen in the press. Number one, if they're getting passes way down the floor like that, Phil, that means that the men up front are not putting that pressure on the guy with the ball. Or number two, the guy in the back is just loafing. But it's got to be one or the other. There, Lecoq just scored another bucket, making it 68-40.
I know for a fact, Howie, it's one or two.
There's a nice dump off, an easy bucket for Tower-Soudan, 68-42. Here's Lecoq over to Amick. Lecoq goes into the corner, gets the ball, puts up a three-point shot, no good. Comes Lampa down the floor, up off the basket and in, 68-44.
Oh, they're just maintaining a 24-point lead. That's all they're doing. They're playing even basketball for the last quarter and a half.
There was about a 35-foot shot, tipped by, that was tipped by Amick, and Rupert got the ball. Rupert was tied up, and alternate possession goes to the Tower-Soudan Golden Eagles. With 3:13 left to go, it's 68-44. The streaks by 24.
Let's not forget our flowers by Dorothy. Valentine's Day, Howie. Don't forget those flowers.
Nice shot by number 44, Larson. 68-46. 22-point lead.
It's hard to have intensity out there when you're scoring at will. But I still haven't figured out, Howie, who Will is. A double pumper, not a jumper.
Tipped off a Tower-Soudan player. Chisholm will maintain possession of the ball underneath their own basket. Cry's taking the ball out of bounds. Here comes David over here. Stops, puts up a three-point shot. No good, but a beautiful tip by McDonald right there. That just shows that he's tipping the ball and makes nice passes, makes steals, rebounds. This is why I will be really surprised if Joel does not make Mr. Basketball this year.
Well, Howie, one time he's shooting 40-footers. The next time he's underneath the bucket, tapping them in. You don't know where he's going to score from. And that makes it hard to defend.
That's right. He can score from any place. Inside, outside, in between, you name it.
Okay, how about on the edge?
There's Kreis putting up a 15-foot shot. No good. Gives the ball down. Lampa. Brian defending. Nice pass by Lampa.
Fancy, dancy move.
A little bit too fancy there.
It was a dandy, fancy, dancy move. I'll tell you, he can get a date anytime and use those dance steps.
And the
151 all the remaining scores. 70-48. It's a 22-point lead. And now we're zooming in on our cheerleaders. We're seeing the back of their heads. Perhaps they will turn and face the camera. I guess not. This is for the people that live on that side of Chisholm. And maybe the next time out we'll have somebody that lives on I'm pointing to the east, that side of Chisholm. And the next time they come out, maybe they'll have somebody for, yes, I'm pointing to the north, that side of Chisholm. There's Dave and the official. Now, I'll give you a half-price meal if you send me a card, if you can figure out what famous movie star that official looks like. I have the clue. I'm going to whisper it to Howie later on, and that's the only person I'll know. He'll verify all letters. A half meal at Valentini's, donated by me, moi, myself. We'll try to zoom in on the official later on for about 5 seconds. Send all cards to Phil Bover, care of
Paul on David Lacoe there. That's second fall so far. There's Ted with a steal, nice one. And a foul on number 54, the man he made the steal on. Sometimes what happens is when somebody makes a steal from you, you get a little over-aggressive because you get a little angry there, and then you end up whacking a guy and picking up the fall, as was the case right there.
Well, stealing is not very nice, Howie.
There's Amick with a 15-footer, and it's down. 72-48 with 1:14 left to go. Here comes David down the floor. He goes to the middle, loops it up, and in the basket for 2 points. One thing about Dave, when he gets close to the basket, I'll tell you one thing, he must take about a 12-foot step, that last step into the basket, because he just zooms right away from the opponents. Here comes Ted with another rebound.
Things that he sniffs the basket, and he's like a hound dog after the fox.
Mamba
37 seconds remaining. 24-point lead. We're just playing them even Steven.
Nice.
That was a finger roll, Howie.
You betcha. Nice fake. Then up towards the basket, little finger roll into the basket. 76-50.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Three-pointer goes in.
3, 2, 1.
Got him with a foul there. He's going to pick up a foul. Joel's going to go to the line and shoot.
Here we are at the end of the third quarter. The score could be, I guess there wasn't a, yes he is. Joel is going to the line. He was in the act of shooting. The official I'm mentioning about, if you can tell me what famous television star the official looks like. I hope Sean gets a camera on him and on Joel.
Joel makes the first one, make it 77-53.
Get a camera on the official if you can for the fans. After Joel shoots that one.
And he makes the second one. So
now we're zooming in on the official, Howie. This is a guy that I can afford for a $10 meal because I have coupons at home that I got for free for Valentini's. They can have one. So it's really not costing me anything. But there's a guy on TV. Howie, you don't even know who it is. You take a good look at him.
Bill, I have no idea, and to tell you the truth, I don't even care.
Yes, you do, because I have the coupon. And I'll tell you, somebody
Okay, start of the fourth quarter here, 78-53. The alternate possession goes to the Blue Streaks. They take it out. Here's David into Amick, back to David Lacoe. Into Amick.
I'm going to try to get excited this fourth quarter, Howie, but I don't know if I can do it.
David hesitates on the three-pointer. There's Joel taking it into the basket, putting it down for two more, and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a free throw as well.
Mamma mia, that's a beautiful Gypsy Doodle.
That's his third personal foul.
The fans even aren't that exciting. If we have some time, Sean, take a shot of the fans. I wish they would get excited, but I'll tell you, against that Hibbing team, there'll be plenty of excitement that night. Get there about 5 o'clock in Hibbing.
No, there's Amick with a nice steal. Pass out to McDonald, down to Leco, back to Cries. Ted up and in with a little finger roll. 2 points, count it. That's Chisholm basketball at its finest right there.
Yeah, Howie.
3 nice passes after a steal, and you got 2 points. There's a nice steal by Monkey Man Leco. He's all over. Down on the floor, he makes a steal, and he still manages to pass it off. Over to Ted. Ted puts it up, misses it, no good. Tower-Soudan with the rebound. David almost makes a steal on it. Here comes Lamp on the far side, loft shot.
Nice
Pass out, but there's Joel with the rebound. Here he comes down the floor. He's going to lay it with a behind-the-back pass to
Ted.
Ted, no good. Tipped off. Here comes Amick with a steal. Over to David, 3-point shot. No good. We've got a foul in there on number 24. Murphy's going to pick up a foul underneath the basket. And
we have a 30-point lead, Howie. This is the first time we've had a 30-point lead.
I believe you're right. And Rupert is reported back into the game for Thompson. Ted's at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. 83 to 53, 30-point lead. 6:40 left to go in the game. First one's down, count it. 84 to 53.
Howie, that's a 31-point lead.
Brilliant. Just brilliant.
No doubt about it.
I do believe that you must have used your calculator to figure that one out.
No, I just subtract on your toes.
All right, here we go. Tower-Soudan coming down across the timeline. Tipped away. Leco almost picks it up.
There's that official. I'll tell you, he's on the ball.
Are those Buffalo Wings going to be done after the game?
I'm not going to even tell you that because too many people are going to come over and just want to have a dip into those wings. I'll tell you, I could go for a good Coke right now. I'll tell you, it's hot in here.
All right, here we go. David with the ball. Coming across the timeline, right down the middle. Looks to his right over to Amick. Passes into Rupar. Turnaround jump shot. No good. Bounces across the rim. Tower-Soudan with the rebound coming down. Here comes Lampa. Takes it to the center. Stops, puts it up and down. Nice shot. That was Murphy. Nice shot by Murphy. 84 to 55. Here's Leco over to Amick. Now there's where Amick should take a look into the basket. He doesn't even look to the basket there. There's where he should take it in and put that shot up.
He just gave up 2 points.
Yep.
And gave up 2 points. It's a 4-point turnaround maybe. It could have been a 3-point. Who knows? But if you don't shoot it, you'll never know it.
Okay, McDonald with the ball, moving out to the point. Amick over on the far side, passes it into him with a little bounce pass. Cuts through in the middle.
No, there's a shot.
Here comes over to Ted.
He's inside the paint, Howie.
Back out to Leco.
Yeah.
Over to Roops. Here's Roops way out on the floor. He's got the ball.
There's Roops.
Fakes inside. There's passing over to Ted.
Moving.
Bang, count it. It's down. 86-57. Nice pass there. There's Roops on a reject. Out to David. David, a beautiful pass out to Joel. Stops, puts it up for a 22-footer. 3. Count it. 3 more.
Hey, that's confident. Hey,
that's great.
You know, when I played basketball, I pulled up and usually was lame. This guy pulls up, shoots a bango. Here we go, fans. 4:51 remaining. 89-57. Again, our cheerleaders are facing in a direction away from our camera. Why they're doing this is beyond me. We have fans. There's the official. There's the $10 meal. Look at that face. I hope he turns a little bit to his right. There he comes. Take a look at him. What show have you seen this guy before? Next week, I could give you a clue, but not this week. Not that guy. I don't know who he looks. In fact, he looks like me. Ugly. Just kidding, Howie. How about one of those shirts? Your breath is so bad, Howie. I need one.
It's a thumb, not a shirt.
Well, try a shirt. You need one of those. What'd you have for supper? A garlic sandwich?
Two of them. All right, here we go. Tower-Soudan with the ball. Drives the baseline. Murphy does. Puts it up. Nice looking shot. So at 4:40 left, it's 89 to 59. 30-point lead. Here's McDonald with the ball. There's David putting the ball up for two. 91-59 with 4:25 left.
Well, we better enjoy these games. Next year's another season, Howie. And I hope you're sitting next to me.
I'll certainly try and be here.
I won't be here, but I'll be someplace else. You just assume too much, Howie. You assume. We could be replaced by a dog and a monkey.
That's only if we're lucky, Phil. And with 4 minutes left in the game, we just checking the unofficial score here. Joe McDonald has 39 points.
By the way, where's that guy, Tommy Moeller? I haven't seen him for a long time.
That's a good question.
Game for the Golden Eagles, number 54, Mike Herring.
Is he playing? Does he have a gig tonight?
He might. Usually Saturday nights, Tommy plays in a band, Doc and the Surgeons.
Oh, he could also have a gag tonight. I don't know.
All right, 91 to 59. 91 to 60 with that one. 31-point lead with 4 minutes left to go. There's Thompson putting up a shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, out to David. Back to Joel, a little fake in there. Oh my gosh, folks. You better capture that one on your VCR. There's about a 30-foot shot. Unreal.
Mamma mia, that ball had ice when it came down.
And there's a response on the other side from number 22. Cuts in. There's Rupert up and no good. There's Price, goes up, gets it knocked off. Rupert gets the ball, loses the ball. There's offensive foul.
Monsieur Le Garbage. We're going to have to call Ted Kreis Monsieur Le Garbage. Mr. Garbage Man, because I'll tell you, he takes everything he can around that rim. He owns that offensive rebounding.
Here's Joel putting up another 22-footer. Count it again. Another three-point shot.
I'll tell you, those Buffalo Wings, he got a little of that sauce on his hand, and he can't hold that ball too long, so let her fly.
Nice block by McDonald. Got over there and blocked that ball. He came out of nowhere.
3:14 remaining.
There's an example of somebody who just doesn't sit out there and shoot the ball. He plays all around everything, as do all the boys on this team, and that's why they're rated #1 in the state.
Murphy scores.
97 to 65 with 3:05 left to go. We got a foul out here, which means
Blue Streaks, number 10, Andy Gover.
LaCour will go to the line. Rupert's coming out of the game. And here comes Angelo Bober into the game, number 10. Remember that name next year, folks, because you're going to be hearing a lot of it.
Yes, he'll be in detention.
David hits the first one, 98 to 65. There's 99 to 65 with 3 minutes left to go. I do believe the Streaks are going to hit the century mark tonight. And we got a fall way out here on the floor. Angelo will get his name in the paper for sure. And it won't be for detention either, Phil.
Yep, a foul is like being in detention, Howie.
I think he learned that trick from you, Phil.
Yeah,
It's called the old crab trick. Reach out and nab them.
I'm a fisher of men. I hook them.
Hits the first one there, and that makes it 99 to 66.
I'd like to say something about our hockey team. Well, you know, they defeated Greenway the other night 3-2.
Yes,
I think they're 16-4-1 on the season. What a team we have. An excellent basketball team, an excellent hockey team. The girls have been undefeated since their 28th basketball. I'll tell you, Howie, I'll tell you, everybody from Hibbing and Buell should come to our schools just to visit us. You know why? Because we are excellent.
Well, that's true, Phil. It really would be nice to see the Chisholm hockey team and the basketball team as well make it to the state tournament. And with that free throw, that put Chisholm at the century mark at 100-66. Ted makes it 101-66 with 2:50 left in the game. There's Lacoe with a rebound. There again, takes it to the center. Nice.
Whoa.
One side, dumps it back
Hippity
up.
doo dah!
And it's down.
Out there, there's more passing.
Look at the
there.
boys smile out there. They're having fun, folks. There's another rebound by McDonald. Looks down the floor, nobody there. So he decides just to leisurely dribble the ball down the floor to the top of the free throw line. Stops, puts it up.
There she goes.
And out. David with the rebound.
There it
Fake.
goes.
No good. Tipped way out here. Here's Angelo Bober with the ball.
Yeah.
Angelo bounce pass over to Joel.
There it
Puts up another
goes.
one. Bang. It's down. Another three-pointer. Count it.
Lampa hits for three.
106-69.
Chisholm.
A TO, and here we have the B team coming in. Joe goes out of the ball game with 1:39 remaining.
Well, Phil, with
And
one,
so-
with 1:39 remaining here, it looks like Joe went out of the game, but he does have 48 points, which means, to put things into perspective, he could, in all reality, break that scoring record next week on Tuesday against Cotton.
He needs approximately, and I tell we really don't need approximately. We have to know exactly. What is
Well,
he?
he had 94 coming into the game, so that means he would need 46 more points to break that scoring record.
I'll tell you, fans, what a thrill that would be to be here to see that happen. And I'll tell you how I think we're going to have some T-shirts to sell. Maybe not that night, but next week. That say I was there when the record was broken. I think we're going to be selling them for around $8.
Well, sounds good to me. I'll sure buy one.
It'll be a memento. What a feed by Andy.
Beautiful feed to the inside to Joel Obastar. Puts a little pump fake up, gets hammered. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
I'll tell you how people accuse me of being biased toward Chisholm, and the only thing I can say is I am. I know you try to remain neutral, but I know you can't. You're dressed in blue. Blue pants, blue shirt, blue tongue.
And 2 different color socks. You
That's
know,
right.
Phil, that's the latest fad.
You know, if you were a divorced man, I'd feel sorry for you, but I don't. You're married. You've got daughters they can sort.
I know, but my wife dresses me funny.
She only dresses you the way you look. With a little lull in the action, it's 124. Roger Clemens, he just got $5 million to play baseball, Howie.
Personal foul.
And here we sit.
Yeah, we certainly don't get $5 million for doing this.
Yeah, $5 million.
But it's worth $5 million just being here in the gym and watching this team perform, because it's going to be a long time, I think, Bill, before we see a team that's got the kind of talent that this team does and uses it to its fullest potential. And I certainly hope that this team gets to show its stuff down at the state tournament. Of course,
Okay.
got to play the districts and the regions yet. If they play that well as they have so far, hopefully we're going to be able to make. I've always said that you have to have a little bit of luck as well as being good. But when you're as talented and as big as this team is, that's the thing. A single 18.
Thank you, Howie. We lost sound momentarily, thank heaven. Howie's no longer on the air. He is playing. Go ahead, you're on.
We still on? Okay. Minor technical difficulty. If you could only see the mass of wires that we've got wrapped around us here. It's funny, Phil and I haven't hung ourselves. I know a lot of people probably say we should have, but it's beside the point.
That's right, Howie. Beside the point.
There's a nice looking three-point shot here. Lampa, it's a three-point shot, 77 to 108. There's Angelo with a three-pointer. No good.
No good. N-O-G-O-O-D. No good. I hope the people down at Tom and Jerry's are watching this game. It was real exciting. Excitement galore. Stay tuned for a post-game show with the scoring wrap-up, and we'll have an interview with John and Jacqueline. No, I lost the sound. That's why I didn't say it. Well, you keep your microphone
still on. Okay. That's the final buzzer, folks, with the final score being 108 to 77.
Hello. I'm off the... say something.
Okay, 108 to 77 is our final score here, and like I said, another fine exhibition by the Streaks. Playing beautiful team ball here tonight, and the guys just shooting the eyes out of the basket. Some terrific shooting, and the difference in the game was right away in the first quarter. The Streaks just took all the starch out of the Tower-Soudan Golden Eagles early by all that firepower, and once Tower-Soudan got out of their shocked mood, then they played some pretty good basketball. But again, 108 to 77, 31-point victory here for the Streaks.
Mention that little, Sean, if you have a chance. There he is. He has a camera on the emblem. That was Mr. Borich's class. I think there was Dave, was it, who were the two boys? I know one of them was not Dave Olson, but
Mark Olson. Mark Olson helped in that, yes. And I don't know who the rest were, but they sure did a fine job.
We're still not done with that. They're going to put a Chisholm blue streaks on the top, lettering, and I guess some lightning bolts going around. So this is not done yet, Howie.
Yeah, it really looks nice. So, Phil, it's classy. And having the kind of teams that we do here in Chisholm, we certainly should have some classy exhibits of the kind of teams that we have, and that's a fine example right there.
Tell them about the new basketball floor we're going to have.
By the sound of it, we're going to get a new basketball floor next year. We had water damage here before the season started this year. They repaired part of it, and I guess what happened was they didn't get all the water out. There were a few more spots farther out on the floor. They're creeping out. The floor is kind of coming apart a tad. They had to sand it down a little bit, and they ended up, I guess, deciding that we're going to get a whole new floor. Okay, and Phil will give you the rundown here of the scoring.
This evening, basketball fans, we had Ted Cries with 19 points. Mike Rupert had 3. Joel McDonald had 48. Dave Lacoe had 29. Joey Amick, 4. Brian Thompson, 2. Justin Rogers, 2. And the rest of the players were scoreless. For Tower-Soudan, we had 5 points for Ted Coltsian. He had about 25 in the other game. Tim Murphy, 13. 2 points for Larson. Zobitz had 5. 26 for Lampa. Looks like 20 points for Larson. That's Brian Larson. And Mike Herring had 6 points. Right now we're going to have an interview with John and Jacqueline Amick. We'll be with you in a second. There is Dr. and Mike Quirk. We don't have a chance to see them, but we're ready to do an interview. Ready, Howie? You want to do it?
Okay, fine. Okay, tonight we have Mr. and Mrs. Amick with us here tonight. We've tried to take parents of the team members here every week and have you meet their parents and talk a little bit about their sons on the team. And we know that, of course, I was just talking to the parents here about their son, what a good basketball player he is, and he's an excellent defensive player, and he has a lot of offensive punch out there, but a lot of I have to do that. What are your thoughts on that? Do you ever talk to your son about some of those things at home?
A darn ball in there all the time.
And of course, I've been at practice and I've listened to Mr. McDonald tell him the same thing, and he's just as a little hesitant to put up the ball. How does your son prepare himself, let's say this afternoon before the game? What was your son doing this afternoon, Jackie?
Watching TV. Coach Potato.
Coach Potato watching a little TV.
Watching the basketball game.
Watching the basketball game, and I couldn't think of a better way to really get yourself mentally set, because whatever the boys are doing this year is certainly working, because we see the way that they come out here on the floor and the way that they are mentally prepared. Are there any other things that you can tell me about your son? How about, let's say, before what we would call a high-pressure game, like the Hibbing game? Did you notice any difference in your son at all before that game?
No, not really.
He's mellow. He's really mellow. You can't worry.
Yeah.
You worry, it's more, you get so high-strung that it's even worse.
Right. And, of course, like I said, you talk to Joey any place, and he's a pretty much even keel type boy out there. He never really does get excited, and I think that that helps the Streaks maintain that guard position out there on top. How about his eating habits a little bit? I know I talked to him earlier in the year because I thought he wasn't eating enough. It looks like he was running out of gas just a little bit, and I told him that he better start carbo loading a little bit more. What did you do? You push him to eat a little more at home, or?
He's improving. He's improving day by day.
Yeah, he never ever did eat much.
Yeah.
Is he eating any more now than he was before?
Oh yes, lots. Yes.
Yeah, lots.
I think
Yeah.
I think he's realized, of course, he does have one of the best vertical jumps on the team. There's no doubt about that. He can really sky. And I know when I had talked to him, he had mentioned that, you know, he thought that he didn't want to lose any of his vertical jumps. But I told him, I said, you have to think of your body as an engine in a car. It's not an engine, it's a destination. Coming up, Joe.
Yeah.
Deer River. Although scored 48 points. It I know from hey, gee, thanks a lot for coming to the game or anything like that.
Yes, he does. Oh, yes.
He works shift work, so it's hard to get there, you know.
Right. I understand that. And I know that your uncle, Bill Zoller, who lives right across the street from me, is an old basketball nut from way back, and he follows this basketball very intently, and I know I have seen him along with you, Jackie, at some of the games where your husband couldn't make. Like to make about the season, about your son, about anything else about Chisholm basketball here this year? Anything at all that you can think of that you'd like to add? How about the season? Has it gone fairly fast for you?
Oh, really fast, really fast. Looking for regionals right now.
That's true. Like I said, I've been looking at the remainder of the games that we have. Just got started. we're close on one of the big games. The next two, of course, is going to be Hibbing. And you as parents and every other with undue anticipation. Each team has won one game so far this year, and the only defeat for the Blue Streaks coming on the hands of the Blue Streaks from Hibbing. Have you been thinking about this game at all?
Yes. I've been thinking a whole lot about it. I wish they played at arena in Hibbing there. Put more people in there.
Right, that would be a good idea, but they probably won't, just from the standpoint of I think they want their own personal court over there, and but I think it should prove to be a good game. And I'd just like to remind all the fans out there that for that Hibbing game, you better get early. I'm anticipating that 12 o'clock or shortly after. Over there to see that game, which I think it'll be a good one. You're going to have to be there quite early. I guess something up here after talking to Mr. and Mrs. Amick here, and we'll hope to be with you live on the air next Tuesday night with the game against Cotton. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got the final statistics here, the official statistics from down below. We've got Ted Kreis had 16 rebounds. Okay, we've got Joel. Joel had 9 rebounds. David had 5 assists and 5 steals both. There were 13 three-pointers scored by Chisholm here tonight. The total points again, I'll go down the list again. From top to bottom, we have, of course, Joel McDonald with 47 points here officially. David Lacole with 29. Ted with 21. Joey Amick with 4. Mike Rupert with 3. Thompson with 2. And Justin Rogers with 2 for a total of 106 points. The next telecast will be coming to you live here from the Rose Gymnasium at 7:30 this Tuesday. Against the Streaks will be playing Cotton. So we hope to see you then. Thanks for tuning in.
Here are the starting lineup for tonight's game. Starting for Chisholm, at a guard, number 20, Dave Lacole. At a guard, number 44, Joel McDonald. Starting at one forward, number 30, Joel Amick. And at the other forward, number 50, Ted Kreis. And starting at center, number 52, Mike Rupert. The Blue Streaks are coached by Bob McDonald and Denny Kreis. his second personal foul, second team foul. 43, Sam Sadovich in for Hibbing. Basket by Sadovich. Hit drive. Brian Thompson in for the Blue Streak. Fouls on number 43, Sam Sadovich. His first personal foul, fourth team foul. McDonald scores. Basket by Krajewski. Basket by Price. Cody Krajewski scores. Jason Rash back in for Hibbing. Foul on number 40, Brian Thompson. His first personal foul, second team foul. Carney for three. 44, Joel McDonald shooting 2 shots. His first personal foul. 13th foul. 25 men on, he's shooting 2 shots. number 31, Cody Krajewski, before the second foul. Krajewski's second personal foul, first team foul. For three. Timeout Hibbing. Number 21, Kearney shooting 2 shots. 25-man audience shooting 1-1. 44, Joe McDonald shooting 1-1. Timeout Hibbing. Foul on number 20, Dave LeCaux. His first personal foul. 41, Nick Tasing shooting 1-1. Second personal foul. McDonald shooting